That's a really good question because, oh my gosh, how long is a piece of string? But I really subscribe to the fact that the biggest challenge is manager capability.
Oof, okay.
Because I can guarantee you every road leads back to that. People will want to come and work for an organisation if they hear it's a really good place to work for because people have got really great managers that empower them, give them the tools to do their job, communicate well. That's an attraction piece right there. Retention. People don't leave jobs, they leave managers. So if you've got managers who aren't being developed and coached and supported to lead their team rather than just doing tasks, they're managing people. That'll address some of your retention, in my view, is that, if you've got a good manager, even if the work's a bit yuck, you're going to stick around because you really love who you're working for and you really love the team and the environment that you're doing it in. And that's the area, you have less employee relations, industrial relations matters.
Yeah.
If you've got good managers who jump on and have those difficult conversations and gently correct rather than letting things go. And all of a sudden you've got a big problem and guess what? Now we need HR. So I think that's the biggest challenge that I think everyone is actually facing at the moment, regardless of what anyone says, is manager capability. So I'm really passionate about this area as well because managers and leaders are completely different and you can teach people to lead. And that's where the gold is in an organisation, because your people are your greatest asset and your greatest challenge. So if you get your people right, the work usually follows. It just organically happens. So I'm really have sort of shifted the focus at the moment to internal development and coaching. We're putting in place a lot of leadership programs at every level. So coming from crew level into the team leader, that real operational level leadership, because that's one of the hardest transitions ever, is to go from doing the things to directing people to do the things. But then we're also putting in the senior lead, the middle management support, because that's a whole nother realm again, because you're managing managers to manage the people and whatnot. And then you've obviously got your executive level where it's a whole different mindset. Again, you're strategic, you're steering the ship, you're making the business decisions so that the people below you can put them into operation. So it's just about putting in some really solid foundations and frameworks and support. We just throw managers in and just go, oh, you're really good at doing this task. You can go lead the team who does it now. Okay, what does that look like? I'm still doing tasks because that's what I know what to do.
Yeah.
I don't realise that there's been a shift in my role and responsibility and what I'm actually required to do every day. And I don't know how to communicate with this person in their style, and I don't know how to, communication is such a big thing. So I think putting in these support and development programs for leaders we can't expect them to do things if we haven't shown them how we want it to do it and a best practice way to do it, So that's what I'm working on at the moment to address that challenge. And that's what I'll continue working on for the rest of my career, because I honestly, truly subscribe to the fact that if you've got good managers, everything else falls into place.